All right, welcome everyone. I am beyond excited because yesterday we had an incredible day. I am overwhelmed by the support, the participation, the collaboration. I love the way we all lock arms and work together, and there's just so much excitement. We've got enrollments going on, we've got three-way calls going on. So the reason we are here is we want to help everyone to create momentum in their lives going into the summer, right? We want to enjoy our summer, but we don't want to just rest on our laurels at the same time. At least I don't. That's my I know my co-host Melanie really agrees with me. We like to keep growing all the time. We don't like to be too stagnant, right? So we ask today that you just listen with an open mind. If you like what you are hearing and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to share this with someone, we do have another event coming up at 4 p.m. Eastern this afternoon. You are welcome to invite to that. Listen with an open mind and to what we have to share today, because this is something that has truly changed our lives. So Melanie, could you share a little bit about how you feel about what we're doing this weekend?
Oh, thank you, Peg. Yes, congratulations, Peg. I really have to say, I was clapping and that you couldn't hear me, but this is amazing, Peg's idea, and the excitement over the last 24 hours in our business has just been amazing. And if you're a guest here today and you're like, these people are a little like, especially me, a little over the top, right? I am a very loud, excitable personality. I'm Melanie Jordan, and I'm from North Pole, Alaska, and I absolutely love this business. I have 9 children. So if you were in yesterday, I was like texting, I was like, I had 19 teenage children in my home yesterday while I was doing back-to-back Zooms. And in the middle of that, they had gotten into this crazy little fight. And I was like texting, I'm like, oh my God, did you guys hear that? And that's the beauty of this business. I get to be home with these kids and present. We were doing a wonderful opportunity every couple hours, but I was able to make dinner. I was able to enjoy my weekend with my family and have all these extra kids around. And that is my sweet spot. And I get to make a good income from home. And so I want you to hear a little bit about what we're doing here. And if this you were invited here, you should be feeling so good, because if you're a guest right now and they invited you to listen to this on the replay or in live, they thought so highly of you that they want to do business with you. They want to know if this is something for you. And maybe you're here and you might not think that you need a business. Maybe you don't really need a couple extra $100 a month or big income like I want to make and legacy for my family. Maybe you're here for the camaraderie. Maybe you're here for the sisterhood. Maybe you're here to just be part of a community that you can support and be around. And me and Peg like to go back and forth and talk about different things. And so I want Peg to show you kind of what happened with her product experience, because she had a phenomenal product experience. And if you're here as a guest, I'm pretty sure that you haven't seen or heard her testimony before. But after this call, I would love for the person that sent this to you, or if you're on right now and on the live, that she shows you her before and after pictures. Her pictures over the last 4 years, I send it out like candy, because you can see how she has transformed her with this product. And it's not just she lost a bunch of weight, she changed her personality, everything crazy, but it's like you can visibly see the momentum of not just having this as a business, but also the product using it and what it's done for her body. And so Peg, if you just come back on and share a little bit about that product experience. And then if you guys don't have it, reach out to somebody and get that picture, because it is a powerful, powerful picture of what this gel can do for you.
Mel, thank you so much. I think I can bring it up, but before I do, I just want to say the reason I started using this product, a friend told me about it. I was in my mid 50s. I'm 61 now, and I really was feeling just like I was spiraling downward. And I'm just one of those people that I wasn't willing to accept that. So I was looking for something. Someone told me about this, and I decided, well, I wanted to try it for myself. And what happened for me in the first couple months was I started sleeping better. I started to get better energy. This was actually within the first month. And I also started to feel in a better mood. And I didn't realize how much anxiety I was carrying with me all the time. until it lifted, until I started to feel just more comfortable in my own skin. I described it as I felt happy for no reason. Like, why am I so happy? What's going on? But I just felt a lightness of mood. And then things got, I kept up with the product. I started to notice that my skin started to get softer. My face started to change, which I'll show you in a moment if I can. And my big reason for using this is I had a lot of discomfort. I had a lot of issues in my back for 16 years. I tried everything, from short of surgery, and nothing really, really helped. Nothing really made me feel better. I can say now that issue is no longer with me. It's no longer part of my life. It's a memory. So that is my big thing, but it has really changed my appearance. And let me see if I can share my screen real quick. Oh yeah, I think I can. Here we go. Okay, so can you see my screen? Are we good, Mel? So
Yeah.
the top left is me before the gel. What I see when I look at that picture is a very stressed woman, really trying to smile and make sure, make it look like everything was good with me. And then a year later, my appearance started to change. 2 years later, in the bottom left, and then this bottom right is about a year ago now. But it has really changed my life on the inside, and these pictures are a reflection of that. So it's there's so many benefits here. There's beauty benefits, there's wellness benefits, there's fitness benefits, and it's this product. It's a gel. You put it on just like this on thin skin areas and rub it in. It goes in transdermally. And I knew when I had these kind of benefits that I had to share it. I had to tell people about this. If you're thinking, oh, well, I couldn't do this. I couldn't do this when I started, right? And this still makes me nervous, you guys, okay? Because if you notice at the beginning, I forgot to introduce myself. I forgot to introduce Mel. So, but it just goes to show we're all human. Anyone can do this business. So Mel, if you could tell us a little more about why this business for you, why this kind of business, and why you chose New You Life.
Oh, see, thank you, Peg. So I love that she shared with that, because last night when I was doing it, I didn't even share that we had an amazing enrollment code for $1 right at the end of mine. So the benefit of this business is anybody really can do it. It's whether or not you make a decision to choose to be successful. And I believe that another key thing is choosing to decide what you really want with this business. So I had an amazing product experience. I had a hysterectomy that I thought was going to fix my problems. And so I had this great product experience. And because I was in as a member, I was able to sell the product and get my products for free. So I started with the gel and then Neurovi, and then I added our amazing, COVID was happening. So I wanted to beef up my system, right? So I added this amazing immune booster and I just got on the product. And then Rose and Cole came out, and then I started using skincare because I had been in another direct sales thing through my whole life. My primary business was bar and restaurant business. My side hustle was buying and selling real estate, cars, engines, planes, coffee shops, you name it. I could buy it, sell it. If it was a good deal, somebody was broke and I had the money to buy it, I was going to buy it if I could flip it. Okay. That was my side hustle. Mary Kay for me, I was in Mary Kay since I was 18 years old. I loved the product. I did really, really good because I have strengths and my senior director had different strengths. And so I was a person who was attracting people. She had systems that made me successful because I could do work in my strength. And so I've taken that lesson to this company now in this current season that I am. But fast forward backward or rewind backwards for the last 18 months, that's not what I looked at. I looked at this company like I couldn't do the company because of one, my outward appearance. I was overweight. This was a health and wellness company. I was drinking 5 rock stars a day with some ibuprofen to get through the day to raise this enormous family and choices that I had to keep these kids and all these extra kids and run this very fully functioning high activity business. And so I was burning the candle at both ends, and I never cared, honest to God, about any of those things. I thought I had to look at like one of our people that I talk about all the time is Danielle. She's like maybe a fourth of my size, right? She just walks out of the shower and shakes off and just looks fabulous. She, another one of our girls, made her own toothpaste. And that was the perception that I had to fit that mold to be successful in this company. And that was not true. However, I believed it to be true. So I kind of just sold the product, had some fun, told my friends, made a little extra money, got some product for free. And I didn't think about it being like really a business opportunity. And so what happened was I went and saw this amazing person, Chris Cavadon, and I heard him talk. We did a virtual thing and I heard him talk and I was like, if that guy's doing this and partnering with this company, why? I needed to know exactly why a person of his caliber was going to join this business. That's what I needed to know. And I bought an airline ticket. I called the company and said, hey, can I go to this event? They said it was open to anybody. And I got on a plane and went. Now, you don't have to do that because now you have us virtually, right? You don't have to go get on a plane and go interview somebody to tell you what the company is. Because if you have any questions about the company and I can't answer them, I promise you, I will put you on the phone with somebody that can. The benefits of this business that I've learned over the last 18 months is what kind of company we're in. What kind of company is this for real? Are they sustainable? They're a debt-free company. We're in 15 countries and we're 5.5 years old. The flagship product that Peg was talking about, the gel, that is amazing. And I love the gel. I cannot say enough about it. I go through a bottle like every 3 weeks, right? So I use it all of the time. But the new product that's coming, that's launching on June 8th is why we got excited about this weekend. Why Peg's brilliant idea to get everybody excited and be able to offer the opportunity. Because all you honestly have to do in this business is one, choose us. Choose to partner with this company and choose yourself. Decide if this is something that you want to come into this business and make a couple extra $100 or say, man, she really fired me up. And I think I want to make money like Mel talked about, right? When I talk about the product and I talk about the opportunity, I don't talk about the product. I have an amazing app. We have amazing tools. And if somebody asks me too many questions about it, I'm not going to lie. I just phone a friend. I never answer questions. Kenny Olson's on here right now, and he can tell you so many amazing things about the product. And sometimes I used to write them down. And then I realized I don't have to be like Kenny. I don't have to be like Peg. I don't have to be like Paul. I don't have to be like Chris. I can do it and work in my strengths and then lock arms with these people to help me where I needed it. And when I realized that that was an actual tangible way to do business, then the pendulum started to move for me. I started to move up the career path. I started to see bigger paychecks. I started to work with more and more women. And now, if this is not a fit for you, if you're a guest on here and you're like, you know what, this is not really my thing, that's totally okay. We love you so much for taking the time to listen, to be invited, to listen to the replay or come here live. The person that sent it to you, really, you meant a lot to her or him to be able to offer the opportunity, but maybe it's not for you. We want it to fit you and we want to answer all of your questions that you know that you're making an educated choice if it is for you. Maybe you just want to buy the product. Maybe you saw Peg's pictures and you're like, my goodness, I looked myself in the mirror and said, I want to look like that too. I can see the stress that I was wearing on my face. I could see who I was before and I can see who I am now. I did the same thing after Peg's picture and I was like before and after and I'm like, oh my gosh, right? It's hard to post those pictures sometimes if you look at yourself. And when you do that, and if that's what turned you on today and that's what excited you, we have an amazing product and we love our customers. They are the heart of our business. We love referrals. If you said, oh my gosh, that girl Peg, she sounds just like my friend Julie. I really think I send the video out, invite her, send us a text and say, you know what, Donna, this really wasn't for me. I don't know if the gel would work for me. You can send me a link. I'll check out your website. I think that's a great way to say thank you to Donna by looking at our other products too, right? But if it's not, Oh, but my friend Julie, she sounded just like that girl Peg. Do you mind if I send that information to you? We appreciate referrals. We love you for being honest with us. I tell people all the time when I'm closing my guests, I'm like, please don't say like middle of the road, because we're scared to reach out to you if you're new. If you hear my voice, that's probably not my thing, right? I'm more like, let's go. Are you on or off? Right. I'm a little more direct. But for most people, when you first get started, you don't know what to say. You don't know how to push people or not push people. You don't want to sell anything. We're not asking you to sell anything. We're asking you to be a part of this community and be coachable, learn, figure out what you really want, and let us help you get that. And I love Peg so much for putting this on. And Peg, I would love for you to tell them a little bit about our deal going on. We do have another one in a couple hours, but we're working all weekend. And if you thought of somebody and you want to invite them, or if you're a distributor right now, and you're like, you know what, we've had amazing participation with our field. And maybe some of your people on your team, or maybe you yourself haven't added any guests. If you need to, Peg has amazing scripts. I use Peg stuff all the time. She's the organized girl, right? I'm not going to lie. I'm not. I'm the, let's just do it anyways, right? Get on the phone and just call somebody on excitement. But we have amazing tools for you. So if you're a distributor, I want you to hold your seats down for the next 2 hours and just lock your time out, hour and 40 minutes, and really just get on the phone and say, I don't know what I just listened to. I've been in this business for 5 years. I've been in this business for 2 years. I've been in the business for 2 days. I'm excited, and we have a Zoom, and I'd love for you to be my guest in a few minutes. It really is a 20-second phone call. 20-second. You can leave them a voice message on Facebook and just say, I'd love for you to be my guest in a little while. And then if you're a guest right here, right now, we're available for the next 2 hours. We are up until that next Zoom. We would love to answer any of your questions, anything that you have that makes you give it a really good educated choice of what you're joining. I appreciate your time right now. And I'm going to let Peg tell you about the code that we have and the special thank you for being here today.
Thanks, Mel. Yeah, we really do have something special here, and we have something special for you today. And I just want to share really quickly. There are 3 reasons typically why someone will come into a business like this. And for some people, it's money. For some people, it's wanting flexibility. And for some, it's really just wanting purpose and community. So we have all of that here, whatever it is that you are looking for. And I have to say that this is something that I wish that I had years ago. I wish I had this, I wish I knew about this industry when I was a young mom. I love sharing this with people because I love getting people to a point where they can feel unstuck. I think there's so many people, especially in this economy, in this world today, who feel stuck and feel hopeless. And we really have something that can give you hope, give you direction, give you purpose, give you flexibility and extra money. If you're looking for an extra 500 a month or an extra 500 a week or 5,000 a week, all of that is here. There are people on this call right now that are making 7 figures in this company. So we have several different ways to get started. You can get started for as little as $199. Or we have a mid-range startup pack that is $599. Or you can start for $10.99, depending on how much product you want to share, how many people you're thinking of, wait, I need to share this with my friend, my sister, my brother, my mother, depending on how much you want. But all of those packs include a $59 annual distributor fee. So today we have a special code that is valid. All you need to do is go back to the person who shared this video with you. The code makes the enrollment $1. So you can get started with us today for $1. So of all the reasons that I gave you that people might come into a business like this, if you can think of one reason why you might want to get started, this is why we've got this code today for $1. So please get back to the person who shared this with you, invite to the next one. It's in 2 hours, and bring, if you're thinking, I need to share this with a couple of people, bring them, and let us do the work for you. This is not the end of this. We're having a marathon, if you will, this weekend, but we do these calls all the time. If you decide to get started tomorrow and next week, you've got a group of people like you, they've got to see this. We will do one of these calls for you. We are here for you. We all work together. We all support each other. And and we hope to see you on the next call. And we hope to see you and lock arms with you soon. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mel. You did an amazing job.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Like I said, we have an hour, 40 minutes, right, ladies and gentlemen? I see you, Keith.
Thanks, everyone. Bye now.